Okay, it's a lot. These are a lot of books. Like, I also purchased some books which I was interested in: psychology of Kundalini yoga and psychology of languages, theory of Charles Darwin, the fall of modern world, evolutions in physics by Einstein. This is where I practiced all my edito A1, edito A2. Yes, improve your grammar. You use this book. Welcome everyone. So welcome to today's video. Today I'm very happy. And why I'm happy? Because today I have all the resources. Like, I have all the books with me that I used to study when I was learning French. And today I want to share all these books and show you all my notes and what I used to do, what books I followed. So I have them over here. Let me get them real quick. It's a lot. These are a lot of books. Like, if I show you, it's a lot of books. I mean, obviously I didn't read each and every page of every of these books, but I'm still going to show how much. So these are all the notes that I used to make when I was learning French, and these are all the story books, or like conventional books that are out there, not specifically to learn French, but these are the books that I purchased to just read more French. And these books are specifically to practice learning the French. So I'm going to show you each one of these. First, let's talk about notes. Actually, these are all my note copies, and let me show you just an example. So this is one of my registers. Actually, I don't have all of them, but what I used to do when I was learning French, when I just started learning French, I would write a lot. Each concept that I learned, each thing that I learned from this particular book, mainly Complete French Grammar All in One, I used to write each and every concept. I used to write each and every line to understand what is that concept about, and I used to write in all of these my notebooks. I still remember I used to have these big registers, which I don't have them right now. I really miss those, because that was the time when I actually started right from zero learning French. But still, this is fine. I'm just going to show you an example of what it actually is. But this is not complete basic level. This is when I was preparing at around B2 level. So over here as well, some more. See, it's more about vocabulary. So I would write down all the vocabulary words that I was learning. But these are the basic registers. This is when I was around B1 level. Okay, see, because over here I have written down a lot of stuff, and see, this is full. Okay, it's not empty, and this is full, and this got full in just 1.5 to 2 months. If you guys are thinking, oh, okay, learn French, let's read, and I can study one hour here and there, and I can just learn French. Guys, this just happened in 1 to 1.5 month. This, it's not thin. Okay, it's a thick register, and it got completed in 1.5 month. That's how much you have to write. That's how much you have to keep on practicing to be able to learn French. Okay, I'm just going to show you an actual book, which was a basic level book. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I'll be able to find it, because those two registers, those two books, notebooks where I used to practice, I lost those. But let me try my best. But this is one of the books, one of the notebooks where I used to practice my edito A1. Okay, so you see over here, page 42. À pied ou en bus, en voiture, à pied, en bus, à vélo, en métro, en train, en scooter, à moto, page 42. So I guess it is edito A1 or edito A2, but whatever the case is, this is where I practiced all my edito A1, edito A2. Yes, page 67, civilisation, un vêtement, à succès. I feel so nice going back to these. This was August 4. Oh, I've also written down the time, August 4 to 5:30 p.m. CD number 100, I believe. Tout va bien. I used to write the whole transcript, and I used to see the meaning, what does this thing mean and what is this all about. So yeah, this is what used to happen here. I used to practice the body parts, and I would draw the body parts. Like, this is back, the head is la tête, then the ears, les oreilles, legs, les jambes. It was fun, it was fun. I'm really happy that I get to go back to these things once in a while, because it makes me, realize now when I look back to my journey, it makes me feel proud that I went through so much grind. I went through so much fun journey of learning this language to be able to reach at a point where I'm able to teach as well. Yeah. Edito A1, yes. So this is Edito A1 vocabulary, unit 2, page 33. C'est où? Objectif demander, indiquer le chemin, bienvenue à Bordeaux, whatever. So this is my Edito A1. This was around after 2 to 3 months after I have started learning French. So that this was around in May, June, July, yeah, around July, August. Okay, July, August 2021. That's when I started making these notes. I'm not able to find the book where I, from where I just started, but obviously at that point I was not thinking to save those books. It might have just got lost. So these are the registers where I used to practice, and in future I filled all of these registers. Okay, so these are all the registers where I have practiced the French. So if you are not practicing this much, you have no right to say that, oh, French is not possible, French is not happening. If you practice like this for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, I can guarantee you will see results. Okay, so it's not like that. It's not like, oh, French will just happen here and there. I just have to read, I just have to listen here and there. You have to do a lot of practice. You have to write everything that you see so that you can properly absorb it. Okay, so if you want to properly train for French, for TEF Canada, if you want to shave off a lot of crucial time during your learning, you can reach out to me as well, so that I can train you and save your time. See this, I was doing all self-study. That's why it was very, very difficult. I had to dissect each and everything, but it won't be the same for you. So you can reach out to me. Okay, I usually mention, like, in my videos also I say that learning French was not my interest. Instead, my interest was to learn Spanish. And a lot of people don't believe me. Here's the proof. Okay, here's the proof. This is Spanish. This is not French. I was interested into learning Spanish. That's why I printed out some Spanish notes as well. Okay, so you can see. That means if I can learn French without having interest in it, so can you. Okay, it's an obligation. I know we are desperate. It's an obligation that we have to learn it for permanent residency. But if you choose not to learn it, that doesn't mean that language learning in itself is not possible. It means that you are choosing not to do it. That's where your fault comes into play. But I hope you are not that one. You are taking a right step. This is Spanish. This is not French. Okay, so we'll keep this aside. Now I'm going to learn it. We'll keep this aside for now. Now, yeah, let me show you my exam specific preparation, my exam specific notes. What I used to do is I used to print out all the different articles that I can find on internet, which are on very higher level vocabulary. Okay, and I just used to print those, and when I was at work, okay, not at home, when I was at work, I used to bring these notes at work. I know it's not a good thing, but still I was crazy. I was obsessed about learning French. I used to bring these articles at work and I just used to read them. Okay, so it's a theory of evolution of Darwin. It's a very complex topic. So this was a time when I have built up enough language and I was practicing mainly reading for exam specific prep. So yeah, you can see, like, these are a lot of notes. Okay, lot of notes. Like, I have almost read all of this stuff. Okay, I have almost read all of this stuff. About 80 to 90% of the things that are over here, I have read it. And these are also my notes. Let's see. Yeah, same. You can find reading content on internet for free. Okay, how? There you go. Open Wikipedia, type any subject that you like, print it out. Wikipedia, I typed French Revolution and I converted it into French language. Okay, you can do that on browser, it's possible, and I just printed it. So this is all French Revolution. It's a very big printout. Okay, so it's almost like a whole book of French Revolution explained in French. Let me show you one more example. I printed this article. It was Psychology of Sports. Okay, I remember I didn't read 100% of it, but I read almost like 50%. See, up until over here you will see these marks, these underlined words and stuff. These are my nice memories. That's why I never want to lose them. I always want to keep them with me. You might think I'm romanticizing, but who cares, See, these are all notes. These are all the articles. This is very, very thick, and these are all the French articles. All the French articles from news websites. So this is Radio Canada Info. You type in radiocanadainfo.ca and you will be able to find different French articles if you are preparing for TEF Canada, you can absorb all this vocabulary. Very, very important. Okay. Now let me show you the books. The books from where I used the French learning curriculum. Obviously, it was difficult when when it comes to learning the language by yourself. It's a way more difficult task. This is one of the main books. Like this is the main books that I followed when it comes to learning French. Okay, 80 to 90% of vocabulary, not vocabulary, 80 to 90% of grammar. I was able to understand everything from here. Okay, so if you want to improve your grammar, this is the best thing. Complete French all in one. Now this is second edition, but you can buy third edition because now like this was 2 years back, 2.5 years back. Now there is a newer edition as well, third edition, so you buy that. Basic French, no, not needed. I wouldn't really say, because I purchased this book thinking, oh, I'll be able to understand basics, but all those basics were explained over here. So even though I invested money, it wasn't required. But yeah, for you, up to you. Like I don't really recommend buying it, because as long as you get this, because this is all in one, see, all in one. As long as you get all in one, you should be good. Yeah, these are important books, Edito A1 and Edito A2. Now, please understand, these are also older versions. This is first edition. What you can do is you can buy a newer edition to prepare specifically to improve your vocabulary. Now, these books are very useful for vocabulary learning. Okay, so if you want to improve your grammar, you use this book. Buy that if you want to read more, listen more, and improve your vocabulary, you use these books. Okay, these two, Edito A1 and Edito A2. They are very beautiful books. That's why I didn't write a lot. But yeah, over here I've written. See, awaken. This, there. Now, if you're someone who is like, oh, Edito books are boring. I don't really feel like doing Edito book at all. I get it. It is boring. Okay, even I have done it. So something, there are some things we really have to do, because these books are very good for vocabulary. I don't recommend you guys to just skip it. Do it. There are 10 to 12 units in these each of these books. I don't recommend doing all 10 or 12 units. Just do 6 to 7 units per book. That would be good enough to get the overall good grasp of vocabulary. But very important, okay, to improve your reading, to improve your listening, it's very important book to have. So highly recommended. Okay, now they also give a CD inside these books, which obviously no one uses DVD players right now, so you can download the audio files. It's available up over there on internet, or you can find it in my playlist as well. And once I went on to higher level, I also used this book, Read and Think French. Okay, you can purchase this one from Amazon. Again, there is a newer version, so you can purchase that one. But a very useful book to practice your reading and higher level vocabulary. Let me show you an example what I used to do. Yeah, so this was the first chapter. Okay, I used to read it, and you see some markups over here, and I didn't read it all. Like now the thing is, there are 60 to 80 or I don't know how many 100 different practices over here. I didn't read it all. I only read some. Like probably I would have read 20% of this book. And that's the thing, you don't have to read each and everything. When I say ki use this resource, use that resource, use this book, that book, that doesn't mean you have to finish all of them. Every book serves a different purpose. Okay, it's important to know that purpose, and once we grab enough information, it's okay to say goodbye to that book or pause that book. Okay, and then for exam specific preparation, I followed this book, but at that time the exam pattern was a little bit old. Okay, like nothing major changes. Exam pattern is still the same. It's just that there is a little bit of a difference in listening and a little bit of difference in reading. So that's the main difference. But still, good book to practice. At my time, it was a good book to practice. TEF 250 activities. If you would like to purchase any book now, you can go with Raston. You can just go on Amazon, type TEF Canada. You will see Raston practice books will be there. So these are all my books. These are all the books that I used. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of spending money into things. You can only learn properly if you invest money into things, whether it would be books, whether it would be my programs. Now my programs are also well designed, so that is definitely worth the investment. Anyway, you want to learn, it's always important to invest some money so that you can get a proper clear guidance. Okay, and then yeah, these are extracurricular books. Now these are not specifically to do anything regarding learning French or regarding TEF specific preparation, but still I bought these books because I wanted to try different books to read. I wanted to try different reading. I don't know why my mic is causing me problems, but anyway. Actually, when I went to give my TEF Canada exam during my first attempt, I went in Alliance Francaise Center, and they had the sale going on of French books that you can buy each book for $1. So I literally, I stocked on a lot of books. I purchased most of these books. So this, yeah, like these were the books that I purchased from that Alliance Francaise Center. So it was fun, like $1 each. I mean, nothing bad. China and URSS and Hitler and stoicism and biography on India and stuff like that. So yeah, so it was fun. I also purchased some books which I was interested in: psychology of Kundalini yoga, and psychology of languages, and theory of Charles Darwin, the fall of modern world, evolutions in physics by scientists, evolutions in physics by Einstein. So stuff like that. I used to purchase some books as well. Some were some were under sale. So I just used to read them to get more used to higher level French vocabulary and wide variety of French vocabulary. But yeah, this is what I want to share, and I want to show it requires a lot of content consumption. French learning, you really have to go into that groove of regular vigorous practice so that you are able to make your learning more efficient and more quick. Okay, now would I recommend buy this much stuff? No, not really. But for me, it was important to dive in detail regarding dive in detail and dive more intensively into the whole French learning. That's why all the topics that I was interested in, I always made sure to purchase those so that I can read some. Taking an example, this book I only read like 5%. Okay, but it just helped me stay interested in the language. So for me, it was worth it. Having worth of something is a very subjective thing. It's very important for me. It was very important to invest in stuff which is worthy. The reason I did not go with the French classes and French courses was because it was not flexible. It was not flexible according to what I wanted, that I wanted to choose my timings according to how I was working, which was very difficult at that time. So in taking consideration to that, what I have done is I've created my own programs in a way which are more flexible so that you can do it according to your time investment and according to your work schedule. If you are interested in that, you can go on to website or you can reach out to me as well. And yeah, these are all the books. These are the things that I use to learn French. Again, you will also feel proud once you have cleared TEF Canada exam. Believe me, you're going to feel proud. So make sure to save your notes as well.